All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Another entrance to the spirit. I'm the brother Ariala.
And the brother Dunya Allah.
And we're going to jump straight into it. The book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 3. It says, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh have spoken his word.
Right. The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh have spoken his word. Right. America's going to be completely destroyed, completely, consumed, man. Right. It's going to be consumed with that fire. But as we can see, the Lord is destroying America from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The financial strength of America is dwindling quickly. You know, people can no longer live that same quality of life or lifestyle that they did before, without having to make a sacrifice, so to speak, man.
Yep.
You know, things are becoming harder financially. You know, quickly, man. You know, like we talked about yesterday's camp. You know, people have to make an extra $11,000 to live the same lifestyle they did 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
3 years ago. So
yep.
like you. You know? So the Lord is systematically destroying America from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
The finances are being destroyed, right? The food supply being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the water supply, the water's being contaminated, all these different things. Just like he systematically broke down the ancient Egyptian empire, you see that going on here in America today. Before he finishes it off with the nuclear missiles.
That's right. Verse 4 says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish.
Right. So everything is languishing around you, man. The animals, the people, of course, right? Because this devil is a wicked ruler, man. Right? And even a lot of these Edomites are languishing, man.
Yeah.
You know,
a great portion of them.
A great portion. You know, they complain. Hey, a lot of them complain about the same things we complain about.
Yeah, literally. You know, literally, we are now witnessing a whole bunch of Edomites complaining just as much as Jake do. And for the most part, Jake been in poverty. We've been in poverty the whole time. Yeah, you got your few Jakes, your millionaires, your so-called middle-class Jakes. You know what I mean? Of course, you had a number of them. But really, it's really E that had all that money. E is the one that had all that leverage. E is the one who had more access and the benefits to life because the system was created for them, by them, and for them. But now, these Edomites are looking at the way things are going, and they're like, "Well, we're just like you." You know, that's the one thing they say now. They say, "We're just like you." You know, we're going through the same struggles as you. But see, you're going through the same struggles of us because what Esau Edom, right, has put upon you, or how he have done you dirty. Right. We know why we going through what we going through because we're dealing with the curses. But you, on the other hand, you are now starting to see the beginning of yours.
Yep. All like the scriptures say, all these curses shall be put upon the other nations, man. Right? So now, hey, you're starting to experience what we're experiencing, man. Now, of course, it makes sense. It's starting with the lower, lesser Edomites, right? But then them higher ups, they're going to experience that when the Lord comes back to conquer in the kingdom. They're going to be the first ones to go into slavery, man. You know? Then they're going to experience that hardcore slavery that we experience, but we're going to do it in righteousness, man. You know?
Yep. So the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
There you go. It's defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have changed the laws, transgressed the ordinance. Now, reading it just like that, you would think that this is talking about everybody, right? But as we know, the scriptures say, as the king is, so are all his subjects, and so are all his people. This devil is the one who's been given the authority that's calling the shots. Like it says in Psalms chapter 50, he cast the instruction of the Most High behind him. So this is why the whole earth is defiled, because he's not keeping the law on how to run the earth, man.
Yeah, because clearly, we know his way don't work. His way don't work with how he governs the earth. See, of course he got, different things in society put in place so certain things won't happen, so to speak, among the citizen people. Right. That's why the traffic lights, stop signs, different things like that. Laws put in place in case you steal and all that shit, right?
Keep some type of order.
So it's some type of order, right? But here it is, and I don't say it's stealing, right? But see, we have a law in the Bible, right, called a land Sabbath, right? This means, at the 7th year, you are to leave that piece of land or part of land alone to let it what? To let it rest. You see? Let it rest. But see, he allows nothing to rest. He overdoes everything. Just like he's overput that, and that's why they know, and that's why they're bringing in these different troops, because they know the people the Babylonians are at the brink of losing their mind. They almost there. They ain't there yet. We got a lot of little bread circuses and bullshit still taking place. You know what I'm saying? But people are getting ready to freaking lose it. Because why? They don't have time to rest.
Right.
They don't have time to rest. They're just constantly working. But that's what he does. He overworks things. That's another part of why the earth is languishing. He overworks the earth. He overfishes. Yep. He over what they call that? The oil what do they call that? Is it
fracking.
Called oil? That's what it's called, fracking? With the oil rigs and all that. This nigga he got it 24/7.
Yeah.
Which
when you think about it, you shouldn't even have to take oil out of the earth when there's all these other forms. Which and that's the thing about this devil. Like the scripture said, if thou knowest to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. And he knows what needs to be done to do good, but he decides not to do it. So it's sin.
Yeah.
You got all these other forms of technology and energy, free energy, so to speak, that could be used to power everything, man.
Yep.
And you got these different nations around the world that do it. Like in Singapore, instead of them throwing all their trash to a landfill, they take all of their trash, and they got people that work 24/7 on it. They take all the trash and they burn it and turn it into electricity.
Yes.
I'm like, you mean to tell me you can't take all this garbage and do that? He knows all these other ways to do it, but he just doesn't do it, man.
Yeah.
He's greedy.
Yeah. And not only is it just greed, bro, it's to harm because he knows it can harm the people.
Right.
Which is also harming the ecosystem and so forth. Right?
Yep, he doesn't care about who gets caught in the crossfire.
Yeah. Oh, so verse 6 it says, and this is why it says this: therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
There you go. Right. So the earth is in a cursed state, man. Right? You got all these different things that's going on, and even these different earthquakes, which we know is prophecy. But one thing that can cause an earthquake is not having the oil present for there to be lubrication between those plates, going against each other, man. Because that's when you get the earthquakes, when they grind against each other, and it causes the outer crust of the earth to shake, so to speak. But it's all prophecy, man.
Yeah. It's just like driving a vehicle. It's almost equivalent, and I don't want to say equivalent, but just give you a scenario. It's like you're driving a vehicle with no fucking oil in it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get too far.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to destroy your engine and quick.
Okay. And you think about everything that functions. There's always oil involved. There's always lubrication involved. Even inside your body, you have oil, right, to keep different things lubricated, man. You know, to work properly.
The book of Isaiah chapter 34 verse 5, it says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment."
There you go. Right? So his sword shall be bathed in heaven. Those nuclear missiles, man. Right? They're going to go up into the heavens and come down out of the heavens, man, to destroy this place. Right? That's going to be, it says Idumea, which that's the Greek way of saying Edom.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Those are all the descendants of Esau, like Joshua. Right? So the Lord is going to, he's going to use those nuclear missiles to destroy their kingdom, man.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Just as they use it to conquer the world and get in a great position of power,
mm-hmm.
along with deception, it's also going to be what? Against them.
Right. Yep.
You know? So verse 6 again, "Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left."
There you go. So that fire is considered a curse. When you read in Zechariah, right, and that's talking about the nuclear missiles. When you read in Zechariah chapter 5, it talks about that heavenly fire coming from the chariots also. Or the chariots themselves being what? A curse. This is the curse that goeth forth through the whole earth, right? It shall enter into the house of the thief, right? Which is also the house of the Idumeans, all right? The Edomites, right? So this place has a lot of calamity and destruction and fire that's going to be coming upon it, right? For all the wickedness they've done, really primarily against the children of Israel, man, against the people of the Lord, right? Also on top of that, what they've been doing to the earth and how they've been dealing in the earth, man. That's why the scripture said in Revelation, what? Like, time has come, O Lord, that thou mightest give reward to thy servants, the prophets, right? And that and may judge them that are asleep, if I'm phrasing it right, and to destroy them that destroy the earth, right? So when, Jake like to say, oh, you like to blame everything on the white man. Get up and get a job. You can't blame everything. Well, we only have a certain amount of authority, right? We don't have the authority over entire nations, man. Really over the entire earth. We don't have that type of authority. So decisions that these devils can make can alter the lives of millions and millions, even billions of people, right? So him poisoning the water, or him messing up and jacking up the food and all that, we don't have that type of capability. So yes, a lot of things are the fault of Esau, Edom. You know, there's things that are our fault too, but we have no control over how the earth is ran in this present time.
That's right. Verse 7, "The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh."
Hey, that's what we're seeing, right? We see it more and more every day. People used to be very merry. I'm like, you still got some bread and circuses, but that spirit of mirth is not like how it used to be. You know, even though some people, even though they jacked up and they still spending money that they don't have, other people's money, running up their credit, to try and feel good about themselves, man.
Running up their credit. The new wave is the BNPL, the buy now, pay later.
Yeah.
And even that shit is going surging out the roof of people not being able to pay it.
So, hey, man, miseries are increasing, man.
Yep.
Every day. You know, you so-called Americans, right? Which is some of the stupidest people in the whole fucking planet, man. Yep. You really think that all these different things are happening in these other countries, right? People are experiencing turmoil. People are financially crippled. And you mean to tell me that this is not coming here?
Right.
Especially with the different skirmishes and wars that's going on across seas that really, affect the different shipping containers or things, people even wanting to ship things over there. You know?
Did you mean to take this exit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So,
yep. The mirth of the tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the heart ceaseth. Mm-hmm. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. And basically this is going into just being in a mirth, being in the joyous spirit, you know? But see, now people are tending to find themselves, yeah, no, people are finding themselves in partaking in things because it's like, my life is so boring. This is what you'll hear a lot. They'll say, my life is so boring. All I do is work.
Yep.
Work. I have no time for myself. Whereas they're saying they have no time for to decompress. Mm-hmm. And they're right.
Always under pressure.
You know, they're always under pressure, always on a run, always on the go. So they find themselves just with the fuck it attitude. Fuck it, I'm gonna either go shop, I'm gonna either go outside and party to make myself feel better because I shouldn't be living like this, which is true. But we're coming to the time where that shit is about to be over with. You ain't gonna have time to do them dumbass choices that Babylonians make. You ain't gonna be able to afford it.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Wait till them bars gotta close down.
Wait till
Or the bars you might just experience inflation before they close down.
That's what they say in other countries. Certain bars are no longer taking cash. So they're gonna force you. It's gonna be easy. You people that don't want to put down your Newports. Mm-hmm. People that don't want to stop getting backwoods, which them is like cigars, where people roll. You know, not all people, but enough people roll marijuana and these different prescription drugs. Man, you gonna be left with no choice if you don't detach from it. Mm-hmm. If you don't start putting your mind frame to detach from these different things of the world.
Right.
But most people can't detach. So that's why they're gonna be taken and taken under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like smoking cigarettes and I can quit anytime.
Yes.
Or you're gonna be forced to quit.
Or you're gonna
have
forced.
to go cold turkey.
Yep.
You know?
But there's certain things you can't go cold turkey with. Cigarettes, yeah. Weed, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how people's strength and level is. But you gotta think, when you talk about like alcohol, and when you talk about heavy prescription drugs, them withdrawals will kill you, depending on how heavy you are into it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just the different symptoms that make people lose. But people gonna be losing their mind out here.
Yeah.
Right? But going back to the point what I was talking about is, people are, you usually drink to have a good time, to get things off your chest, or not get things off, but get things off your mind. But shit, even myself, I be having a drink, I be bitter as the motherfucker. Cause you're not drinking to have a good time, you drinking like, fuck. This fucking boss, this, that's what, different shit.
Yeah, that's what wine and strong drink was made for, to make you feel good.
You like,
that's what it was made for.
You want to take a little drink, you want to beat to the bop. You taking a shot because I'm sick of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So verse 10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Babylon the Great, right? Babal, confusion. America is nothing but a place of confusion. Everything is confusing here. Motherfuckers don't know they left from the right, they right from the left. We don't know who. We look at certain people. We don't know if it's the Adam. Get what I'm saying? Because now we got to keep playing these word games. We don't know if it's the Adam or Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get what I'm saying? You know, Eve or Adam. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a bunch of confusion. Right? But we're seeing this being broken down from the inside out. And we know we ain't got too much longer. We ain't got too much longer. You know? Because man, look up the similarities of what was happening in Rome before it fell. What was happening?
Mm-hmm.
They stretched their military thin. That's what's happening here. That's what they did here.
Mm-hmm. They started to mix other metals with their currency.
With their currency.
So you had inflation.
Yep. What's happening here? Right? And we ain't talking mixing metals, but same scenario.
Yeah, unjust weights, man.
Unjust weights.
You know, because, these different notes are supposed to be it's supposed to be balanced out and be backed by something else.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not. You know?
Yeah. The whole Bread and Circus Act, when they was like, you know what? We need to entertain these people while these different things are going on. And that's why we see all these different distractions taking place on the earth. There's so many distractions. It's unbelievable.
Yep, in the sports and entertainment.
Sports,
world.
entertainment, yeah. They keep people focused upon. It's basically not reality.
Right.
I mean, it's there. It's you could physically see it, but it's like it doesn't hold no value.
Mm-hmm.
It means nothing.
They don't want people to notice or pay attention to the fact that your freedoms or your liberties, let's say, is being taken away.
Yeah.
And that this devil wants to make you a perpetual slave. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got you distracted.
Mm-hmm.
And in Rome and Greece, they got the arenas and the Colosseums. That's why it's the same thing. Right? The different arenas and Colosseums. And it's set up in that circular formation. A lot of football stadiums, the arenas, they set up in that circular formation. You know, even when you go into like a square building, they still have it set up just like that. It's in a circle. You know,
yeah,
so those are the modern day arenas and Colosseums.
Yeah.
The football players, the fighters, the basketball. Those are your modern day, especially football. Those are your modern day gladiators.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Yeah. So he got you distracted and focused on that. He got you distracted and caught up with work or with your chill or with work. You know.
That's a military type.
And other different things. You know. And let's be honest. Like let's be for real here, bro. The 10-hour shift, a 12-hour shift is the new 8-hour shift.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You can't tell me. You don't know how many people I hear complain about doing 40s. And I'm not saying doing 40s. You're saying they don't want to work, but they're saying 40s is not enough. A 40-hour work week is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So really, the new $25, right, is that in the new minimum wage. Now, if you single, don't have no children, and you not got handling responsibilities, really don't got debt, and you got good money management with the different things I said, $25, you should be straight.
Yeah, you should be straight.
You should be doing well, right? Mm-hmm. Not the best, but if you know how to do it, make it work, you should be doing good. Mm-hmm. But if you making $25 and less, And you got a family to take care of?
$25 an hour, yep.
And you only doing what, 40? But you're still only gonna come home with $400.
Like that, what's that guy? This guy, Kevin Samuels, did a, because he goes into, or he went into the different statistics and studies and stuff like that for a family that has a child. He says each child, in an ideal situation, from once they come out all the way up until they're 18, you need about $250,000 to rear them up. That's an ideal situation. You know what our people be? We barely getting, just if that, man. Barely getting by on that, raising up our kids, man. For I'll say for the majority of Jake. But here, look, real quick. So you take 250,000 and divide that by 18. So that's $13,888 that you would need every year to raise your kid. That's the ideal situation, So you think about it, you buying clothes, buying food, this and that, and your kids constantly growing, trying to take care. That's damn near like you need, you need like an extra $10,000. And say you got 2 kids, now you an extra 20, 25. Now you know what I mean. And people don't even have that. And like you were saying already, you have to make an extra 11,000 to even get by, to survive,
to get back where you was in 2021.
Right.
So you might need to double that number.
Or double that number if you can, downsize.
Yeah. Right. So let me go here. Let me see what I got left on this. I think that's it on that point. You got anything else?
Let me grab this real quick.
Okay.
Because it's about to hit everybody hard, especially you women. That really thought that you were independent, but the whole time you were dependent on this devil to provide you with those different goods.
System. Yep. Yep.
So we see a lament
for the teats.
Yep. For the pleasant field.
We're go right here.
Okay.
The book of Isaiah chapter 32 verse 12. It says, I'll start at 11. It says
There's a lot on there. Right?
Yeah. Start at verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Right, because a lot of women are at ease. When it comes down to, if you had the option to pick a construction job or to work in the office, what are they gonna pick? Work in the office, because it's easier. You sit down, call it. Let me not say it's easier, but it's less strenuous than doing physical labor.
Yeah, well, a lot of these women so weak now, bro. They just do OnlyFans and do porn and shit like that.
Right.
They lower their standards. They say F they morals. You know what I'm saying? They devalue themselves and just say, you know what? I'm just gonna use my body parts to make money. In a minute, that shit gonna slow down too.
Yeah.
People gonna be like, food or you. No, I want food. I'm cool. Beat it. And you gonna be throwing it off for
for the low.
For a break of a Kit Kat bar. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be bad, man. For real, like.
Right.
And E made this shit so man. He made this wicked lifestyle so acceptable. You women, y'all, man. We get on you men a lot too, cause y'all just as dumb. But you women, man, y'all so. I'm just gonna keep reading. Since many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Right, the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So there's different government assistance that you're always relying on every month. Oh, well, I'll buy all that once I get my food stamps. They come in a couple days, right? Well, you gonna think that, but it's gonna be cut.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna come in a couple days, right? That you gathering up them resources from the government, the cash assistance, the food stamps, so you can buy your food and splurge out on stuff you really shouldn't be splurging out on, right? Eating all types of abomination and lobster and this and that, right? All that's gonna be gone.
These things are about to be monitored, right?
Mm-hmm.
You bought too much of that this week.
You use too much carbon.
Yeah, you done.
Mm-hmm.
That shit gonna be, man, bro. That shit gonna be saying access denied. Go find something else. Like it'll start suggesting shit to you. You know, maybe you should get some crackers and fruit today. This what you can, man. Wow,
Right.
Watch, bro. They're gonna have a system set up where it's like you bought your quantity of meat for this week.
Mm-hmm. You reach your and you know what?
Your weekly limit.
Your weekly limit. That's what they try to do already. When you read different packages and labels, that's what they do already. Serving size, right? They'll tell you a serving size, or you need to eat this many servings, right? They try to put a limit on people, man. So now it's really gonna be like, once you reach that limit that they prescribed for you, right? You're gonna be cut. You can't get no more, or you're gonna have to get something else, right? You're using too much CO2. You're using too much carbon, right? This devil wants to control how much air you breathing, dog.
Yeah. So how much more, the different items that he provides, right? So verse 11, it says, "Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and gird up sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine."
Right. So they're gonna lament for the teats, for the pleasant field, and the fruitful vine, right? So all these things that they were having in abundance, and really not just women, everybody, all these different things that we were having in abundance is not going to be in abundance no more. It's going to be scarce. And when it comes to living over here in America, they're very, very wasteful people, man.
Very.
That's how much abundance they have. They these different. You go to different bakeries. They might donate it to certain places to get the food eaten, right? And other ones they'll just throw it away. We made too much. We can't use no more. We haven't sold everything, so a lot of waste goes on here in America, man.
Yep. So upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy and the joyous city. We can say Babylon's that joyous. Yeah, Babylon could be considered a joyous city, the great city, right? Because when people come to Babylon, when they think of Babylon, it's like, yo, this is the land of opportunity. This is the land of freedom of me. I can do as thou will. I don't have to live by the standards of the land and my generations or where my family came from and what they did. I can go to Babylon and be a straight freak.
Right. In that case, that's what a lot of different nations, they like coming over here.
Yep.
Certain other people, you talk to certain other foreigners, they get over here because they think that, I get here, I can make a lot of money. And when they get here, they're like, oh man, this is some bullshit. What they advertise to me on the TV is not what it really is.
Especially now. Especially now. That's what you hear a lot of them immigrants coming over saying when they're doing video recordings. They're saying, I didn't think it was like this. But a lot of them still like it better than where they was at, because that's really third world living. But we headed there. We headed there.
Some of them, I spoke to certain foreigners. They're like, man, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna make my money. He said, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm going back to my country.
Yeah, that's what he think. He don't flee sooner than that. He gonna be
stuck.
He gonna be stubble.
Yeah, stuck and turned into stubble.
God. So when you're dealing with because I try to look it up, But I know, so we ain't got good service out here. But thorns and briars, when you're dealing with, let's just say thorns, because we in the, you know, we deal with landscaping. You know, bro, the sticky bushes and the rose bushes and you know anything that's dealing with thorns, bro.
Very unpleasant.
It's unpleasant. It takes very long. It takes longer to pull out or rip up because you got to be more careful. You know, and half of the time you being careful, you still getting cut out while you doing it. You know, but when something is kind of like maintained and they got rid of it, those different things that's in the way, you're able to just go pick through it. Boom, let me get this, let me get that. You know, if you got a garden, you know, your grapes over here, your cucumbers over here, you know, and everything is accessible, everything is more free and clear to get to. You just it's ready, you grab it. But nigga, you got thorns and briars all up in the mix of that. You ain't about to just grab. You know, you gonna be doing like the limbo, trying to get get what you want. But see, this is what it went into. It says, you had the pleasant fields, you had the fruitful vine, but upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars. And this is what's about to come upon you people, right? Thorns and briars. It's the state of unpleasantness.
Yep. State of unpleasantness.
You see? So that's what's coming. And that's coming upon the earth. You know? So 2/3 of Israel. You heathen. This is what we're getting ready to see in Babylon the Great. You know? Get anything else?
No, that's it, man.
Alright, so with that, Lord willing, hope it was edifying. Just a quick entrance to the spirit. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kwakwadas. Double honors to the apostles, the others, the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the whole elect. Shalom.
Shalom.